Matthew 19:30, and Luke 13:30. Michael Emmanuel uses these words to teach that God's kingdom does not follow mankind's rules, status, pride, or power. So when y'all look at R.P.G. and then y'all look at Nas, and then when R.P.G. says Nas is the Lion King, and then these rats come and they try and gas Nas up. Part of the thing that I was trying to teach my brothers is God has flipped, because Satan is a counterfeit artist. So God flipped everything. He said the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So I didn't claim to be first in hip hop. God said the first shall be last. I said Nas was first because he was. Here, God is saying the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Why did God say that? Because Adam was created first and then Adam violated Eve. So men, just like Hosea 4:6, I told y'all, he said, I will not punish your daughters when they commit adultery, or your daughters-in-law when they prostitute themselves, because it is the men who have committed the same sin of Adam over and over and over again on earth. So the first fruit of Adam will be last. And the last, Eve was created last in the garden. And the birthright blessing, Eve created last, will be first. Like I told you, I'm a birthright blessing child of my mother. It was the same thing with Jacob and Esau. Esau came out first. Jacob came out second. But Jacob had the spiritual covenant with God. All children who come out second, third, fourth, fifth, they have a spiritual covenant, a financial spiritual covenant with God. The first fruit child has the physical financial covenant with God. If the parents who given down the inheritance have been righteous and faithful. So there's a contingency clause on the first fruit blessing. And if the child themselves is unrighteous, they still don't get nothing. But the birthright blessing, you can't have the birthright if you're not in the spiritual covenant. That's why Israel got destroyed, because they kept choosing to leave the covenant. All right? The first shall be last and the last shall be first. So it didn't mean anything by me just stating that in our art form called hip hop, that Nas was first. That didn't do anything. That didn't give him anything. It didn't give him My Bride. It didn't give him One Love IMG Hip Hop Symphony. It didn't give him everything that I have in Nut Vested. None of that. It just stated the truth that he created in our art form first. That's it. And the divine commandment says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So the Day of Atonement is August 23rd. Hosea 4:6 said God is going to hold the men that created the shrine, temple, prostitution, sex trade of Revelation 18. God is going to hold the men accountable annually. And August 23rd is the Day of Atonement, where the door of the ark will be shut permanently. And then those in the One Love IMG Hip Hop Symphony are going to be offered a way of escape on the 25th, August the 25th, 2026. Because it is the job of everybody who received the financial covenant between now and August 25th to go and give to the 7 billion that we're also giving their inheritance to what we have given you. That's what's supposed to be being done daily while my wife and I are going and honeymooning and celebrating 30 years and 35 years of our wedding feast marriage covenant. Y'all are supposed to be going to the 7 billion, those of y'all who received the covenant, and June 15th received the Holy Spirit seal of God, Revelation 7, the seal of God, the outpouring of the Holy Spirit, the upper room wedding feast that we took you through, fulfilling the 2300 year prophecy in Daniel and Revelation. The sanctuary will be cleansed. We have cleansed it. The only people in the world again. How can Nas sit and reign over something that he has no knowledge of, including my bride? Because my bride is the bride of all of these covenants. My bride is the promise that the world is going to get all of these covenants. That's why the other individuals wasn't able to take her from me. She is the one who I exchanged my birthright dowry with in exchange for the heirs that I would teach the covenant to. You only get one. The other individuals around her had nothing to give her. How can they take her from me? How can anybody on earth covet when she is not just a woman that you can lay with? She is who I exchanged my dowry with, and then took her children and gave the covenants that God revealed to me to the world. So I'm going to have her on the 25th after we finish our honeymoon, so that we can give glory to the bride and groom in heaven and have the greatest wedding band. I am the conductor of the wedding band, the wedding party wedding band. That's what the One Love IMG Hip Hop Symphony is. And so that we can have the greatest wedding band that we can have to give the greatest glory possible. That is why this way of escape is being offered. The only reason. But outside of this, it doesn't matter who you are. If you reject this opportunity, there is no One Love IMG Hip Hop Symphony. There is no anything. There's no connection with my bride, my children. There's no connection with anything. Our fashion statements, our financial covenant that we've given to 7 billion people, that means you end up in the 30%. There's nothing. It's all or nothing. It's life or death. Heaven or hellfire. Literally. That's what this battle of Armageddon is. Let he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, right now. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still, right now. And then on the 25th, those who don't know nothing about us, nothing. These are people who are completely ignorant of all of this going on. Between now and the 25th of August, our people who have received the covenant are supposed to go to all of those who don't know nothing about it, and then give them the opportunity from the 25th of August to the 13th of October to get in the covenant. And then we will reveal on the 25th the way of escape for those in One Love IMG who may have gotten deceived by the individuals who are attacking our family, or just simply didn't think to accept the covenant. I hope and pray, my sincere hope and my sincere prayer and my wish is that y'all take us up on this offer, because it's the only way it's going down. Come get it.